It's rare when you get an animated show like Blue-Eyed Samurai with this much style, this much flair. While animated works seem to sometimes follow a trend or a desired animated style that's bland just to cut cost, pulling off something that looks unique and new is nothing more than special. That comes out of the fact that doing shows like Blue-Eyed Samurai and others like it say less of the visual style of other wonderful works like Arcane or Spider-Verse is that it takes talent and time. But they also all follow one idea: connectivity, which is that regardless of what point you are on, if you were to pause at a random frame and compare it to another random frame, even episodes apart, you will still be able to see similarities with the style in every shot. Usually, it would be something that you can reference a lot when trying to find this one word that ties everything together in all of the aspects of the animation style. And for this show, it's picturesque. Every shot, every frame in this show can be taken away and framed, made into a killer background piece. The story will also take you away, blow you back in awe, back into the age shift between katana and rifle. Which far is better? While that answer is pretty obvious, the show will not let you forget it, as it'll be made very clear time and time again. We follow a samurai that, unlike every other, is a woman. Now, Hollywood blockbuster movies will have you believe that this is a bad movie, because this is a strong, independent woman that does not need a man or a knight in shining armor to save her. And while that is true, the difference between this show and others like it, others with the same idea, is that the show actually has a soul. It has what these other pale imitations only dream of having: good characterization. Our protagonist Mizu is a compelling character because of the fact that she isn't perfect. She is skilled, yes. She is better at what she does than anyone else, but she isn't arrogant. She doesn't boast for the sake of belittling her opponent after she asserts her dominance, as her victory is in of itself the belittling in a way. And even if the chips are down, it's still fun and cool to see her triumph over her odds. And when we finally do see her boast, we see it in a low point of her life. As when she is doing it, we notice that in that moment, in that place, it's wrong. It's not really a good thing to do. This goes for anyone, any gender, as usually it's something that villains do. To be strong does not mean to possess strength. To be a strong character means to make favorable situations with the hand you were dealt. To take control of your own path, not to follow one set by other people, even if those people have your best interest in mind, like Akemi. Akemi was dealt a favorable hand, but because she is a woman, the people around her don't think much of her resolve. While she does not prove us right in the beginning, as she fails to make any of her plans work, it's in those moments that we see her ability to adapt. In her lowest point, we see her flourish, her wit taking us for a ride, to watch her overcome adversity by using the fact that even though she is a woman in early 1600 Japan, she was dealt a good hand. She is smarter than most. To see her use it to her favor is just brilliant characterization. But for however brilliant these characterizations may be, the real genius is in Abijah Fowler. The name itself, Abijah, comes from the Hebrew Bible, meaning "my father is Yah," Yah meaning God. Funny is the contradiction in that he does not really care much for God or any religion. He only knows two things: guns and strategy. Genius is his level of intellect, as he was able to smuggle his guns into Edo period Japan by engineering his guns to fit inside or as part of everyday items, and to use that fact as a possible and likely diversion as he tips off hefty betrayers that his guns were being smuggled in by civilian fishing boats. A lie carefully orchestrated with impeccable timing. Abijah was big in brain, but also in stature, as he is a large Scottish man, bigger in size and power than anyone else around him. And like the guns he manufactures, that's how he carries himself, steadfast and prideful, with an ego as big as he is large, and his moves in battle, just like the bullet he fires, ripping and breaking everything in his path with brute force. While these characterizations are excellent, the spectacles that are the creative fight scenes leave you more than satisfied for action. What does not leave you satisfied, however, is your wonder for what happens next, as you will binge watch every episode, like me, and you'll still be hungry for more. At least until the arrival of Season 2.